Hello and welcome to January 2020's Inside Picturehouse, a new month, a new decade, and all from a brand new picture house in London's Fulham Road. Coming up, audacious anti-hate World War II satire, fully immersive World War I real-time epic, truly outstanding family saga, an extraordinary journey into madness, and in focus on our beautifully restored second West End cinema, Fulham Road.
Today you boys will be involved in such activities as war games.
Jojo Rabbit has been adapted for screen by New Zealand comedian, writer, artist, director Taika Waititi, Hunt for the Wilder People, from the novel Caging Skies.
Kids, it's time to burn some books!
A tender, funny, compassionate exploration of a child, Jojo, brought up as a Hitler Youth. He is so devoted to the cause that his imaginary best friend is Adolf himself. But Jojo is deeply loved by his eccentric resistance member mother, Scarlett Johansson, and thus our conflict arises when Jojo finds a young Jewish girl hiding in their attic.
Loki? Oh, God.
You have a brother in the 2nd Battalion.
Yes, sir.
They're walking into a trap.
1917 is based on an account told to director Sam Mendes by his grandfather, Alfred Mendes.
We've got orders to cross here.
That is the German front line.
The story takes place in real time and centres on a seemingly impossible mission handed to two young soldiers, Schofield, George Mackay, and Blake, Game of Thrones Dean Charles Chapman. They have to get a message to a battalion of 1,600 men that they are marching into a deadly German trap. It is a race not only against time, but across the trenches, the mud, the barbed wire, and enemy territory.
Love is patient. Love is kind.
Waves is an emotionally staggering family saga from writer-director Trey Edward Schultz.
It's been hard, hasn't it?
An extraordinarily nuanced and tonal movie capturing the essence of a family coping with unexpected tragedy. The film has been highly acclaimed on many levels, from the storytelling to the standout acting, but mostly for its artful use of cinema, from changing aspect ratios to stylised camera shots, emphasising where his characters are both psychologically and emotionally at any given time.
But all we have is now. All we have is now.
The Lighthouse is the second feature from director Robert Eggers, the first being the universally acclaimed horror The Witch.
Keeping secrets, are you?
No, sir.
Set in the late 19th century, Thomas Wake, Willem Dafoe, is a half-mad aged lighthouse keeper joined by Ephraim Winslow, Robert Pattinson, as a contract wickie on a remote island in the gruelling service of nothing but the lighthouse. Stranded by a storm, their joint descent into total madness is rapid, hilarious, disgusting, and beautiful. There are frames so fleeting and stunning as to be almost subliminal. They may stay with you forever.
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect.
Screen Arts. This month, the truly exceptional exhibition on screen presents Lucian Freud, a self-portrait. For the first time in history, the Royal Academy of Arts in London, in collaboration with the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, is bringing together Lucian Freud's self-portraits. A fascinating insight into both his psyche and his development as a painter, from his earliest portrait, painted in 1939, to the final one 64 years later. January's news. Picturehouse is delighted to be offering a preview and double bill of the highly anticipated new film from the creative team behind the critically acclaimed Your Name. Weathering with You, the story of Hidaka and Hina, a girl with the power to stop the rain and clear the sky. January is traditionally the heavyweight lead up to the Oscars, which this year is on February 9th. This month, don't forget to check out Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighbourhood. Our Picturehouse podcast spoke with director Mariella Heller, which you can check out on our website. Other contenders on at Picturehouse include Armando Iannucci's The Personal History of David Copperfield and Bong Joon-ho's Parasite. Also check out our Inside Picturehouse special. What better way to begin the new year than with the relaunch of a seriously beautiful cinema?
This building first opened in 1930 as a forum cinema. It's been through lots of incarnations since then, and now it's been fully refurbished and restored to open up as a fabulous new picture house.
We tried to sort of take the steer from the existing building itself, and also as we start to strip away some of the layers from the early 80s and 90s, we could see what's lying underneath, and we try to refurbish and restore as much as we can.
We've opened up the entire upper foyer to create a large public bar. It's a really inviting space that we hope our guests are going to really enjoy. And one of the things we're most proud of is the Fulham Road IPA, exclusive to this cinema and made in partnership with Mondo. Founder members have full access to our exclusive members bar. It's a nice retreat away from the rest of the cinema where you can contemplate the film you're about to watch and meet friends. So we have our own Picturehouse branded cafe on the ground floor.
We'll be raising the bar because it's based in Chelsea and we really want the local community to find the finest of the products here. We'll be very mindful of customers who have dietary requirements, dairy-free, gluten-free or vegetarian or vegan.
So this is screen one. This auditorium's been re-stepped, so even for a tall person like me, there's now more legroom because we've taken out about a third of the seats.
What I hope patrons will take away from this is the effort that we've made to try and fuse the 1930s with modern day comfort.
The glamour of the 1930s has been brought back to life in this cinema.
That's it for January 2020. Remember to keep up to date at our website, picturehouses.com, and become a member for a bunch of extra benefits. Happy new decade and see you again in February.